Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
What's on Tap podcast, day 5. Yes, I know, day 5 of the, I'm really bad with the calendar dates. But this is day 5 of the Advent calendar, and we are drinking another beer.
I only show 5 because once Stefan almost said the wrong date.
And to be fair, it will probably happen again before this calendar is over, because I am not the best with this.
Problem is, most days when me and Stefan drink and record an episode, we drink something before the episode starts.
We have had a few beers before. So technically we tried...
No.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a
secret amount of beers.
Yes.
But we have a beer that I've wrapped.
You have. And I'm going to open it now.
I don't know exactly what this beer is.
I know what it is. It's red. It's orange.
It's orange?
Oh, it's upside down. It is...
All right.
Pressure Drop. Escape the City. And this is... I'm getting New England IPA, coming in at 7.4 ABV, and it says it is tasting notes of dank, yep, seriously. It was love at first smell when we got our hands on a bag of strata. It's a grapefruit sensation. No, wrong, it's right. A dank hop of dreams. Pair it with citra, and you're on to a winner.
How many beers have you had from Pressure Drop?
A log of amount, yeah.
Because I think they're a decent enough brewery.
Yeah, they fall into that good, not great caliber breweries where they do. Overall, it's usually okay, pretty good, but I can't say I've ever had anything that was just like, wow, they really blew my mind.
I am scared that this is the beer that's gonna mess up our
oh no
average.
I don't think this is going to be that beer. Just pouring it out of the can, it smells great. Again, the head retention is really light, effervescent, meringue-ish kind of on the top.
But
you get a lot of fresh hops on this.
But I really dig Pressure Drop. During the time when I went to London a lot for business trips, I always went to Pressure Drop and Verdant's tap room called The Experiment. And Pressure Drop really impressed me. Back then, this was 2019, you wouldn't get Pressure Drop here in Sweden.
No. They've really come about during the pandemic decade. It feels like a decade. I don't think it's been 2 years. But, I mean, Pressure Drop they're never going to be like your A-plus brewery, but they're a solid B+. Yeah. And for me, they're kind of like the Danish brewery like Gamma or Dry and Bitter.
I think Gamma is better than Dry and Bitter, so I'm happy that you said Gamma, because this is, Pressure Drop and Gamma, those are
equals. Yeah. I mean, they're going to get like some really good stuff, but they're also going to have some really mediocre stuff. Yeah. Nothing's ever going to be like just like drain pour, but you're going to be like, it's drinkable, but I don't need to ever have this again.
Yeah, and their IPAs, especially their slightly stronger ones, consistently hit lower 4s, and the 4 is what I'm hoping for here.
Just on the smell, I mean, it smells.
It does smell good.
Super fresh, super hoppy. I mean, there's a lot of really good things happening here.
Let's try it. Cheers.
All right, cheers. I've said the color is lemony kind of flavor, basic. So. That's really quite nice. We are keeping the dream alive.
Yeah, I don't say it because I brought the beer. This is good.
Yeah,
I like this.
This is really, really solid. This is probably one of the better Pressure Drop beers I've actually had. I get a little bit of like orange tangerine on the back notes. So there's definitely some orangey, citrusy kind of things happening here.
But to be fair, it's strata and citra. And citra always boosts a beer.
Yeah, strata and cryocitra.
Fair enough.
So they are from Lockwood Industrial Park, UK. No, this is...
So there's a problem with IPAs nowadays where I keep buying IPAs and double IPAs, and a lot of them end up in the 375 area of ratings.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
But I love IPAs. Why aren't they getting higher ratings? Am I too picky? Are IPAs not as good anymore?
I think that the criteria to produce an adequate IPA is very low. It seems to me like it's a beer that you can just churn out. You can create a 3.75, 3.5 to 4 beer pretty easily. You don't have to put a lot of work into it. It's going to turn out pretty well as long as you know the chemistry behind it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm with you. It's like whenever we have an IPA on the show, it's the most boring thing to talk about because this is another perfunctory, just middle of the road, hazy IPA. It tastes good, it's drinkable, but it just lines up. It's one of 1,000, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that for me is why I really hate reviewing IPA, especially if we're going to do a double episode or 2 beers on the episode and they're both IPAs.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, that was 10 minutes of 3 minutes per beer kind of talking because there's just nothing to say about them.
Those are the episodes where we usually diverge into movie talk or some weird reference. But this, the more I taste it, the more I agree with you on orange and kind of nectarine-ish flavors. I was happy when I got my hands on this because Pressure Drop has a kind of a special place in my heart.
Yeah.
Their tap room, I don't know if that tap room even exists anymore.
I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does.
Such a weird tap room where it's Pressure Drop plus Verdant.
Yeah, in the weird northeast
corner
of the city. It's literally on the outskirts of London.
Super industrial place. Right next to a tap room, which is right next to a craft beer mini bar. Like what? They have like 5 taps of craft beer. Who made this place? It's a weird place for sure.
But yeah, there's just like this nice bitter aftertaste to it.
Yeah.
It falls into like a bitter citrus kind of flavor. I think this is a really, really well done New England IPA.
I'm giving this a 4.
Yep, 4 almost really I would give it a 4.15.
Wow, that's good. Yeah.
Because I think it's slightly better than a 4, but not quite 4.25.
It's a 4 plus. It's not going towards 3.75, but it doesn't reach 4.25 for me.
No, not for me either. But for Pressure Drop, and this is a really, really solid entry.
I'm happy.
Me too. All right, well, let's wrap this up. So until next time,
keep drinking it, dum-dums.